Yes, guys, we are finally back. What an impressive win over Aston Villa, and now we are actually currently second in the league table with us on actually 18 points. We're actually in the third position now, but if Bournemouth were to lose to Manchester, if Bournemouth and City get a draw, it will be probably the best result now as we are currently on the same number of points as Bournemouth. But yeah, I think well, what an impressive performance against Aston Villa as change was needed after a poor round of form after actually losing 3-0 to Crystal Palace. Sorry guys, I wasn't able to record a reaction video because I had some of my own personal stuff. But yeah, what a response that was from that dismal midweek defeat to Crystal Palace. And yeah, so let's analyze it. So actually, I think the first thing we should start about Mohamed Salah, and I think really he had a very impressive game as he managed to score his 250th goal for the club. And yeah, so I think in that game he really played like the most Salah that all of us know him to be, very tricky, and he actually managed to get a 77% pass accuracy, which is good considering that the last few games he has been really very horrid with him not being able to get any space against the defenders. But yeah, I think it was a very amazing performance from him. And another player I think I want to highlight is actually Ryan Gravenberch, who actually made an impressive return from injury in their comfortable 2-0 win over Aston Villa yesterday. And yeah, so I think in that game really, I think there were a lot of positives for us considering that I think Mamadashvili was one of our best players being a match with him keeping impressive clean sheet, and many people actually had many doubts about him probably like being the successor to Alisson in the future. But I think yesterday's performance was kind of good considering that he faced quite a number of shots from Aston Villa, especially in Morgan Rogers, who even though hit the woodwork two times. But I think Mamadashvili still had quite an impressive game as yeah, he was really able to clear the ball as soon as the Aston Villa players were about to press our defense. And I think another player that I think had a good game has to actually be Dominic Soboslai, who I think was dictating the play. And yep, so and he had a very impressive impact on that Liverpool team. As now we are actually currently in the third position as yeah, we have finally end our losing run after a horrid run of form where we actually lost 6 out of the last 7 games, which I think has not been good for the team's morale. And this is actually a very huge win considering that next week we are actually playing Manchester City and Real Madrid back to back, with the Real Madrid game being held at Anfield while the Manchester City game will be held at the Etihad. So I think based on this performance, I think we still have a lot to work on, especially in our defensive ability. But yeah, I think we still can make a very good impact on the game next week, with us looking to get a huge win in the both the Champions League and the Premier League. And yeah, so now let's also talk about some of the key highlights during the game. As yeah, there was actually the mistake from Emi Martinez where he actually presented Salah with the ball, and the Egyptian accepted his gift with a first time finish using his right foot. And it's actually a very good morale booster for Mohamed Salah, considering that he obviously scored an amazing banger against Brentford last weekend with the ball coming off the post. But yeah, I think Mo Salah really showed why he is still Liverpool's main man. And yeah, so hopefully he will be able to translate his form into the next few games where we will be up against both Manchester City and Real Madrid in what I would consider a very important period now at Liverpool Football Club. And now another thing I want to talk about is probably is Andrew Robertson. So I think recently, obviously, you guys have said that Milos Kerkez, I think, is not a suitable right back for Liverpool as of right now. As many people actually thought, oh, he will fit into this Liverpool squad perfectly with the likes of Soboslai, Gravenberch, and also Van Dijk. But yeah, I think so far he has had a very tough and terrible start to the season. and many people actually thought, oh, maybe Liverpool really shouldn't sign him as. Yeah, now I think Robertson is still Mr. Reliable, and I would expect Robertson to be starting the games against both Real Madrid and Manchester City. With Robertson, I think mostly gonna be facing up against either Arda Güler or Masantuono in the Real Madrid game, and he will be most likely playing against either Savinho or probably Ryan Cherky in the Manchester City game. Yeah, I think Andrew Robertson really has changed the Liverpool defense after he replaced Kirkes in the last few games. So hopefully Liverpool will be able to do better with Robertson. And another thing I want to talk about is Hugo Ekitike, which I think he really is the kind of player that really has the X factor about him when he's playing for Liverpool. As even though he had a disallowed goal, I think he really still showed his towering presence with quite a number of important movements during the game. And with Isak out injured, I think he will still continue to stake his claim of being our best striking option, and he will most likely be the striker for the games against both Real Madrid and Manchester City. And yeah, so before we end the video, please make sure to tell me in the comments down below. Do you guys want me to do just mini Liverpool videos, or you guys want me to also do like maybe like some weekend review games where I review all of the games in the past weekend? And yeah, so tell me in the comments down below. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching today's Liverpool analysis and weekly rant video. And yeah, so make sure to like, comment, and subscribe as I'm trying to get 100 subscribers by the end of the year. And yeah, so do stay tuned for next week where I'll be posting probably around two videos, one for the match reaction for the Real Madrid game and the match reaction for the Manchester City game. And also do tell me in the comments down below if you guys want a full predictions video in the future. And yep, so this week's shout out actually goes out to Wenchi, and I will see you guys in the next video. Come on, you Reds, you never walk alone. Adios, amigos. Peace.